Before we journey beyond the shadows of fear, subscribe to Dark Horizons and hit the bell, because here we don't just face darkness, we forge power within it. Like this video if you're ready to shatter your limits and command your inner strength. There's a moment in every life when fear feels like a living entity, cold, hungry, whispering every doubt you've ever had. It slithers through your thoughts at midnight, lurks behind every risk, and steals the spark from your eye. Most people drown in this darkness. They beg for safety, for comfort, for someone else to guide them back to the light. But what if I told you that the abyss you fear is the forge of your greatest power? That the gnawing terror in your gut is the raw material for unbreakable strength? In this video, we go beyond fear. We don't appease it, we don't outrun it, we master it. We'll pull back the veil on the dark psychology that turns dread into drive, panic into precision, and trembling hesitation into ruthless action. You will learn how to stare into the void and make it flinch. What you'll discover in Section 1: why fear is not your enemy but your gateway. Breathe deeply. The psychological mechanics that turn fear into fuel. When your heart races and your mind screams don't, it's not saying you're weak, it's saying you're on the frontier. That's where growth lies beyond your comfort zone. You feel frozen or frantic, but here's the twist. Cortisol and adrenaline need a purpose. If you assign them one, transforming that rush into a deliberate task, you can redirect that fight or flight response toward focused action rather than scattered panic. Every time you feel that rush, you're closer to unlocking a deeper layer of yourself. Those who avoid fear shrink. Those who harness it expand. The first ritual to transform panic into power. Fear as gateway. Fear is a signal, not a shutdown. The mechanics of fear deep in your brain. The amygdala sounds the alarm. Stress hormones flood your body. Your vision narrows. Your heart pounds. Ritual 1. The shadow gaze. Find silence. Place yourself in a dark room. Close your eyes. Invoke the fear. Recall a moment when you felt pure terror. Nothing else matters. Fix your gaze. Open your eyes and stare at a blank wall. Let the memory rise in your vision. Own it. Whisper to yourself, I invite you in. Feel the adrenaline. Redirect. Take one powerful action. Stand tall. Slam your fist into your palm. Issue a command to your body. This ritual doesn't banish fear, it breaks its spell, forcing you to govern the very sensation that once governed you. You already possess the mindset of a warrior. It's encoded in your DNA. It's in your blood. Now let me show you how to activate it. Before we go deeper, if you're feeling that pulse of energy right now, smash that like button. Pain and fear are two sides of the same coin. First, the affirmation of sovereignty. I am the master of my reactions. This isn't a slogan. It's a truth you must embody. Stay tuned for Section 4, where we reveal the daily disciplines that cement your power and ensure fear never commands you again. But before we part ways, I need you to prove to me that you're not just a casual browser. What was your darkest moment? And are you ready to use it as your greatest weapon? Show me who you truly are. For those who dare to dream, the world is yours for the taking. Those who doubt, well, they have their chains to keep them company. Don't be one of those people. I can see the fire in your eyes. Now go forth and claim what is rightfully yours. The game has begun. Are you ready to play? Stay tuned for more updates. You are not a slave to circumstances or emotions. You choose how you react, period. Second, decoupling from outcome. You act not for the guarantee of success, but for the integrity of your actions. In doing what's right, you may not always prevail, but you will always make progress. Third, commitment to the edge. You will seek discomfort daily. This widens your frontier, making fear your new friend, your ally. When repeated, these mindsets rewire your neural circuits, making the edge of fear your habitual territory. No longer something to avoid, but something to crave. When you stop resisting that ache in your chest, you stop empowering it. Acknowledge the tightness in your throat, the sweat on your brow, the trembling in your hands. Sit with it. Name it. When you own the pain, it loses its grip. Identification. Label the emotion. This is fear. Step 2. Localization. Feel where in your body it resides. Heart, diaphragm, skull. Step 3. Confrontation. Move toward it with controlled breathing. Imagine drawing that energy into your core. Step 4. Reassignment. Consciously assign a new meaning to it. This is my drive. Step 5. Manifestation. Channel that energy immediately into a task. Write a plan. Craft a goal. Strike a pose of power. This 5-part process is your alchemy, taking the raw ore of dread and refining it into the steel of resolve. And I know you have that power within you. Let's prove it. Section 2. Embrace the pain. Section 3. Building the fear-forged mindset. To complete your transformation, we must install 3 mindsets that fortify your soul against fear's dominion. Now you've mastered the mindset, it's time to fortify your daily life with the disciplines that cement your power. In the grand theater of life, there are 2 types of men, those who merely survive the performance and those who dominate it. The difference lies in the preparation, the daily disciplines that forge an unbreakable mindset. We start with the morning command ritual, a 10-minute routine that sets the tone for the day. The dark mirror stare is more than a ritual, it's a declaration of intent. As you stand before the mirror, you're not just looking at your reflection, you're engaging in a silent battle with your own doubt. This could be a cold plunge, an intense confrontation, public speaking, or extreme physical exertion. With 2 trusted allies or in solitude, examine your fire journal and abyss challenge results. Identify patterns, declare brutal resolutions. Public accountability elevates commitment and seals lessons in your psyche. Document your response and immediately apply the dominance response shift. This weekly abyss challenge cements your authority over fear. Skipping a ritual is like feeding the monster under your bed. It may momentarily go away, but it grows stronger in your absence. Embrace the discomfort. These are the daily chippings that sculpt your granite will. So begin, not tomorrow, but today. For you don't conquer fear by wishing, but by consistent action. It's in these quiet moments that fears often arise, whispering their insidious lies. List every moment when you felt dominated by stress. No excuses, only truths. Next, craft a power rewrite, a 1-sentence strategy for dominance. This reframes defeat as design, turning scars into blueprints for victory. But by forcing yourself to stare into the abyss of uncertainty, you gain the upper hand. The mirror doesn't judge, it merely reflects. And in that reflection, you'll see not your flaws, but your commitment. Next, the dominance breath cycle, a powerful tool to control your physiology. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 8, repeating this cycle 6 times. With each breath, you're not just controlling your breathing, you're commanding your hormones. Cortisol and adrenaline, the body's response to stress, are realigned under your control. Every breath is a tether pulling you back to your purpose, a silent mantra against panic. The midday power reset is your chance to regroup, to reassert dominance over your internal landscape. The shadow recall, as the name suggests, is a confrontation with your fears. Close your eyes, revisit the most intense fear you've experienced that week. Relive it for 10 seconds, feel the terror, then visualize yourself transforming that fear into fuel for power. When you open your eyes, stomp 3 times, grounding yourself in the present. In the evening, the fire journaling awaits. The pain ledger is a raw accounting of your struggles. Once a week, you challenge the abyss. Monthly, you convene the Shadow Council, a review of your journey. These disciplines aren't suggestions. They're obligations to your future self. Consistency is key. The truly dangerous don't flaunt their strength. They exude it through hidden behaviors, moves that signal unshakable confidence and unsettle anyone who dares challenge them. Master these subtle tactics, and you'll operate in the world as if fear itself fears you. Welcome to my channel. Here are 8 frighteningly effective ways to look powerful without saying a word. It's imperceptible, but it forces others to feel the weight of your mind processing, signaling that nothing rattles you. The unbroken posture, whether seated or standing, maintain a vertically aligned spine, shoulders down, chest slightly out. When others slump under pressure, your posture remains unyielding, broadcasting internal command to any observer. This anchor creates subconscious intrigue. When others notice it, their curiosity diverts from probing you to speculating about you. This unpredictable pacing establishes your presence as unforgettable and This adds weight to your eventual words and forces everyone to subconsciously respect your voice as the one that truly matters. This ritual reinforces your position as someone who operates on a different frequency, a player in a secret league. They are invisible to the uninitiated, but irresistible to those attuned to power. The phantom response, in conversation, when confronted or challenged, employ a fractional pauser, silent, 1.5-second delay before replying. The controlled disclosure, share personal details, sparingly filter your stories through a lens of mystery. Reveal just enough vulnerability to appear human, then clamp your lips shut. This selective openness draws people closer, craving more, while ensuring they never hold power over you. The signal of rare items. Wear or carry one distinctive item: a battered leather notebook, a unique ring, a hand-carved talisman. Leave before fatigue or oversharing sets in. Your exit leaves an echo of potency. The energy shift break. If a group's energy turns toxic: panic, gossip, drama, execute a reset. Stand silently. Rotate your shoulders once, then resume conversation. This micro gesture interrupts emotional contagion and recenters the room on your calm. The late exit rule at events or meetings. Plan your departure at your personal peak, a moment when your energy is highest and others are still seeking your input. It's over before they realize it. This tactile imprint conveys authority and sets subconscious expectations for all future interactions. The quick grip in handshakes or embraces. Apply firm but swift. Pressure a flash of dominance, then release. The shadow linger when walking down a hall or through a crowd. Occasionally slow to a near stop in someone's path just enough to be noticed, then move on. The crystal silence during group discussions. Remain silent an extra beat after someone finishes speaking. The evening signal each night. Send a single, cryptic message to one close confidant, a short phrase or symbol that only they decode. These behaviors are the whispered codes of those who navigate fear not with brute force, but with refined finesse. Welcome back to the channel, warriors. Today we delve into the art of weaving darkness into the very fabric of existence. For some of you, the abyssal edge has been a way of life, a philosophy etched into your bones. You will set your goals from the abyss. I will master the art of unshakable presence in every room. I will transform every moment of panic into a performance of power. I will build a life so aligned with my sovereignty that fear itself fears to approach. Study its mythology, its posture, its essence. Each morning, stand before a darkened window and visualize yourself as that archetype clad in metaphorical armor, eyes glowing with purpose. This daily embodiment rewires your subconscious. You don't just act powerful, you are power. You become, in every moment, the architect of your own myth. And with that understanding, warriors, you step fully into the abyss. Go forth and make the darkness your canvas. Make the shadows your masterpiece. Remember, you don't just harness the dark, you become the dark. And in becoming the dark, you find your true power. Until next time, walk in the shadows, embrace the fear, and let darkness be your guide. Write your dark vision in bold black ink. Read it daily. Let it guide every choice. In every domain: work, relationships, public life. Leave subtle markers of your sovereignty. A cryptic signature on documents, a single red rose on your desk, a whispered phrase at the end of meetings. When your routines falter or your shadow council dissolves, pivot swiftly. Replace a morning command ritual with a dawn sprint on a rooftop. Swap your shadow hour from evening to invite a new ally into your fold when an old one fades. This ability to pivot keeps fear off balance, always a step behind your evolving power. These markers are subliminal reminders to others. You operate on another plane. They seed respect, curiosity, and a hint of trepidation in anyone who encounters them. You've stared into the abyss, wrestled with primal fears, and emerged stronger on the other side. Power thrives in networks, not in crowds. You will cultivate a shadow council, 3 to 5 individuals who share your hunger for mastery. They challenge you, hold you accountable, and celebrate your rituals. Meet monthly in rotated locations: a candlelit room, a silent wilderness hut, a nondescript warehouse. There, share your abyss, challenges, your successes, your next edges to conquer. These alliances amplify your influence and cement your place among the fearless. You've harnessed the shadows, forged them into unbreakable rituals and silent behaviors. But the crucible of true mastery lies not in the forging, but in the integration. It's time to ask yourself, how can I make fear my ally in the grand tapestry of my life? How can I ensure that my dark strength doesn't just define me, but permeates every facet of my being and subsequently my reality? Allow me to illuminate the path. 1. Define your dark vision. Most people set goals from comfort. I want stability. I want approval. 2. Forge dark alliances. 3. Ritualize the shadow hour. No light, no distractions. Use this time to meditate on your failings, your victories over fear, and the next frontier. Record your insights in a leather-bound journal. This ritual is your ongoing pact with the abyss, ensuring you remain intimately connected to the power that forged you. 4. Embody the dark archetype. Identify an archetype that represents your mastery. 5. Deploy strategic fear markers. 6. Master the dark pivot. Life will challenge your rituals. Environments will shift. The abyssal edge demands adaptability. By embedding darkness into every facet of your destiny, you ensure that no external force can uproot your inner fortress. So this is it, the final crucible. Here, your essence echoes in the tales of those who dared to journey with you through the abyss. They tell stories of your transformation, of your rituals, of your rise from the depths. But most of all, they speak of your power, the very air you inhabited, commanding respect, commanding what you have sought, what you have become, and see your own reflection staring back. Know this, sovereignty is not granted, it's seized. Every breath of doubt you've extinguished, every ritual you've honored, every ally you've summoned leads you to this moment. The final call echoes within you. Are you ready to answer? Because beyond fear, there is only sovereignty, and you, my friend, are its living embodiment. All of these converge into a single, undeniable truth. You are the embodiment of power. Beyond fear, your presence alone is enough. You need not announce your arrival, for your reputation does that for you. People will sense your silent command and adjust their own energy accordingly. For here, at the pinnacle of mastery, you realize that sometimes what is left unsaid carries the most weight. Your pauses become pregnant with meaning. Your silences, strategic revelations. This is the true mastery of presence. It is here. You walk with it, talk with it, for you know it carries the raw materials of your next evolution. No longer do you wage war on panic. You integrate it, refine it, and step beyond it into new territories. Your story is now a myth, a hushed tale of how you stared into the abyss and returned with gifts of power. Your legacy is the shadows you've conquered, the darkness you've tamed, and those who seek your guidance won't find you illuminating the path. Instead, you'll lead them through the darkness, teaching them to navigate the labyrinth, unravel the enigma. For you are the keeper of hidden truths. The question is, are you ready for it? You are both hero and anti-hero of your own saga, scripting each chapter with intention, from abyss to alchemy, from discipline to destiny, from daily rituals to eternal sovereignty. With every choice, you paint your life's canvas, composing the ultimate masterpiece of inner strength. Here, at the heart of the matter, you stand as an eternal sovereign of your own darkness, a legend whispered long after you've moved on. Think back to the practices you've built, the rituals you've mastered, the alliances you've forged. And as you stand here, you understand that fear is no longer your foe, but your constant companion. Your life itself becomes a self-authored mythos. Now, as you stand at the edge of your own legend, as you gaze into the abyss,